Another Vaporwave video, another bottle of Fiji. Let's get it. Hello everyone, my name is Bait, and today I'm going to be taking a look at A Million Miles Away by MACROSS 8299. I have two of their records that I ordered quite a while ago. I think I actually ordered them last year, and they didn't get to me until around March, maybe April of this year. And I've been meaning to make a video about the records that I picked up for a while now, so I thought I'd finally do it now. So I have two records. One of them is a picture disc and the other is a reissue of a splatter kind of vinyl. So let's take a look at the records. So here is the splatter vinyl. So you may have seen this album cover before on the internet, or dare I say even some memes as well that have been floating around. This album came out in 2014, so it's almost getting on 10 years now, which is quite crazy. Here it is. I got this from Neon City Records, which is this is the label that it's under. Yes, like I said, I think it was December, they had a sort of restock of a bunch of their old items, including different variants of this album. You could get it on vinyl, CD, cassettes, and they even had an exclusive cassette player, which I was very tempted to get, but I didn't in the end because my order would be very expensive. It got delayed a little bit, I think, for European audiences like myself, which is a bit of a shame. But here it is. So there is another album cover as well. This is the newer one that I think a lot of people are more familiar with. But there's the original one, which is pink with a road that sort of wiggles into the distance. But I like this one as well. It's nice. Both the album covers are good. Comes with an obi strip as well on this side here, which you can take off, but I've just left it on. And on the other side, you have the song list there and some more colouring here. All the credits there. So let's take a look at it. Now inside, there's nothing all that special. There's no download code or anything like that. If you do want that, you can get it on just Bandcamp, I believe. The sleeve is just a paper sleeve. Now, the pictures that were shown, the mock-up pictures, showed a more kind of light blue with a teal blue kind of mix. This one's more like a kind of a greenish colour. And it looks a little bit more darker than the promotional pictures, which I was a little bit kind of skeptical of. I don't know why they did it, but it is what it is. Side A there, the label. Side B there. The labels look very nice. I gotta say, there's a lot of style to the actual album artwork itself, which I do like, and even the labels as well. But yeah, the splatter, I mean, don't get me wrong, the splatter is the splatter, right? But it's just a little bit different than what was sort of shown, which it was, you know, it is what it is, I guess. This record itself, actually, if you're probably wondering, Bait, why the hell did you buy it twice? I actually really do like this record. It's kind of like a future funk, electric kind of J-pop kind of sounding album. And I don't know if you noticed there on side A, there's a song called Horsey, which I think is one of their more popular songs, mainly because it features Sarah Benito from Cara Benito, who I've talked about on this channel before. My favorite song is this one, Lovers, with Beat Poems. And there's obviously that other song, which is, I think is literally just called 8299 FM, which it almost plays out like a, you're switching between radio stations, you know, the one you're now listening to MACROSS 8299, and it's got a bunch of samples from different old like 80s Japanese pop songs, and that is pretty much what this album is. It really does make you feel like you're at a club in the 80s, and it's great. It's a great sounding track. If you haven't heard it before, I highly recommend that you do. It also just comes on one vinyl as well. It's not a particularly long album, I think there's only 10 tracks, but there is the splatter. Now, let's get into the picture disc. And here it is. You're probably thinking, Bait, that's just the exact same album that you had a few seconds ago. And yeah, I was a little bit confused as well. Originally when I ordered this, I thought maybe they had fucked up at the warehouse and accidentally sent me two of the same. But no, this is the picture disc, and I'll show you. It's the exact same cover on the front. I believe even the obi strip is the exact same. Yeah, it is. It doesn't specify what version this is, unless you actually order it from the site. But looking inside, yeah, the picture disc inside here, and it's a shame really, because I understand that it's a, smaller artists, the budget isn't as high as big corporation motherfuckers, right? But it's like, I get it. It's just probably not the best way to present the record itself. I actually did my last video was talking about the Gorillaz picture discs, And you can see a pattern where they're all in a like a PVC, very clear sleeve, which is a lot better. And I've got to say though, that being said, this picture just looks very, very nice as well. So it's just the album cover with a little bit of clear around it as well. But I think it looks incredible. It is a really good picture job disc that they've done on this. And for the other side though, which is a bit of like, it's just the exact same. Honestly, I talk shit about people hanging up their records on, you know, on the wall and stuff like that. But I feel like with a record like this, where it's just sort of packaged in the exact same way, I understand it, you know, like this as well. It's a bit of a shame because, like I said, I do like to I like to pull records out on my shelf and show them inside of the vinyl sleeve as well, you know, where it's completely transparent. This plays fine though, as well. MACROSS 8299, right there. And that is A Million Miles Away by MACROSS 8299. I understand this is a little bit of a shorter video, but I have so many records in my collection that I just want to make little shorter videos about. There's a hair in my eye. There's so many records I have in my collection that I can't fit into a bigger video that I usually do with my collection type of videos, where I list off a bunch of albums that are all connected towards one artist or maybe one group. And I feel like it's a little bit unfair on the smaller guys who only produce maybe 1 or 2 records. And I want to make these videos to obviously show you guys the records and to show some respect to the actual artists themselves and to give a lot of support. Speaking of support, if you do want to give this album a listen and own it for yourself, I'll leave the Bandcamp link for it in the description below if you want to check that out. I'll also leave a link to the Neon City Records website, so if there ever is a restock of this album, you can get it for yourself. If you're new here, make sure to check out some other videos on my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.